Lights out, we're underway. Motorsport Republica podcast.
I think.
There's a lot going on, though. You got Furman on the Grassini. You've got Ogura coming in. You've got Marquez on the factory Ducati. You got
and you've got Acosta still too.
Acosta on
his second season coming up.
Factory Cato. You've got Jorge Martin running the number one on Aprilia. Like there's
a lot happening.
There's a lot going on. It's kind of going to be hard to know where to look.
All I reckon is it's the race on who's going to finish second behind Marc Marquez.
You reckon that's it? Well, what's your predictions for 2025?
Definitely, I think Marc Marquez.
What about Bagnaia?
Second.
They're in Ducati one too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's hard. It's such a hard.
I don't
pick.
know about Martin. I just don't know about him on the Aprilia. You know, I guess we'll find out.
Yeah. Well, no one knows the capability of that bike like the KTM, and you know, I think it's maybe it's Marquez's losers, but I think Marc Marquez's biggest enemy is Marc Marquez.
Yeah,
I think if he's going to lose a title, it's going to be off his back, throwing it down the road, and he's been. But maybe we talked about it a little bit last week. I can't remember, or maybe it was on Tom's birthday. We'll still chat about MotoGP. Yeah. But you know, at the start of 2024, he was crashing a lot. Obviously, getting used to a brand new bike, and then he got really consistent and had a really good run at the end of the year. And that's going to be the thing: is if he's consistent now for 2025, then he's going to be a major title contender.
He was 20 horsepower down on that
lot.
bike, and. You know, another year under his belt on a factory bike, you know, I think his confidence levels will be up high. You know, I think he'll be champing at the bit. I really do. I mean, he's 8-time world champion. You just can't throw it.
Yeah, he knows how to do it.
Of course.
And he's just so much more. I just still think he's that much more of a killer instinct than anyone else in that
by
grid.
far.
Yeah, he wants it bad.
Like he will punt his own grandmother off to win a title.
That's right.
Marc Marquez.
Yeah, I mean, but for me, Martin comes out and has a ripper year and gets close. I mean, that's just an amazing effort.
You've got to give credit.
Yeah,
I would imagine if he wins it.
I know
it would be one of the. I know it's a hard imagine, but it would be one of the greats all time.
It'd be the greatest win
since
of the
Rossi
modern era on a Aprilia of all things.
By far,
bringing Aprilia to the promised land
on a first year. You know, and
with a number one already on it.
The motivation's there for him. Like,
You
know, keep that number one plate and
prove it to you, not the bike. Yeah.
And you know, there's nothing more powerful than self-interest, right? So
that's the equivalent of Rossi going from Honda to Yamaha back in the day.
You know what? It's probably the most equivalent there is out there.
Yeah. Well, because they were both Italian brands, and you know, Ducati owned that Italian thing. And Aprilia's always played second fiddle.
They definitely have. The only difference is the Yamaha back then, we knew like it was a bucket. We don't know how good the Aprilia is because the riders aren't there to be on it. You know? That's the difference.
But imagine.
I know it'd be one for the ages for sure.
Oh yeah.
But I just don't think. I think him carrying the number one plate is his way of saying, okay, I'm going to run a number one plate here now because I don't know I'll be out doing it next year.
Well, that's the other thing too, isn't it?
Yeah. So, but who knows? That's the beauty of it. You just don't know until
motorsport this year. I'm telling you, will go down in history one of the best years. I mean, we've got F1.
F1s are going to be.
No one knows who's going to win. You got Lewis Hamilton and Ferrari. You got Marquez going to Ducati. The two Italian big brands.
That's going to be fascinating with Lewis on Ferrari.
Well, we should tell him when we're on the Uber on the way to Tom's. We're talking about F1, funny enough, and we're talking about Hamilton, and I was like to Dad, the Italians won't put up with all that bullshit woke shit though.
Yeah, they won't.
And I didn't realize that Uber driver was Italian. He's like, nah, fuck no. There's no way we're putting up with that.
Love it.
That's right. He goes, no way.
He's like, you wouldn't see a rainbow sticker on this car, would you? I'm like, yeah, you're one of the
He's
good
probably
ones.
going to dial it back a bit, but he's not going to. So it's going to cause a stir, and it's going to be very interesting.
Well, it's a personality, isn't it, with the Italian team?
Yeah.
But, look, geez, he's not stupid. He knows the deal.
I don't think he has the same level as respect in the paddock than what Marc Marquez has in the MotoGP
That's
paddock.
a big call.
Yeah.
That's
probably a fair call, though.
He's ruffled a few feathers over the years, and
look, Marc Marquez has.
100%. But I think
in different ways though. They're complete different ways.